X1 champions face off in a knockout tournament across the series. First up, Chaos 2, champion of the third and fourth wars, arguably the all-star robot, against X-Terminator, a previous semi-finalist. What a battle this will be!
You don't often get defeated, do you, George? Are you confident that you're still going to come out of this fight on top?
Well, I get defeated occasionally, yeah. But we've improved the robot this year. Bigger gas bottle, so we've got more flips, bigger rams, so they should go higher.
And can you flip that extra 20 kilos? That's the key question, isn't it?
Hopefully, yes. Yeah. We'll find out in a little while.
From Bramford, Ipswich, Chaos 2.
The pneumatic flipper powered by a fire extinguisher can throw virtually anything, but what happens if the CO2 runs out? A Chaos theory, Chaos fact, they're unbeaten with this robot.
Hi, we're Chaos 2 team. This is Richard and Ian. I'm George, and if you know anything at all about Robot Wars, you already know who we are.
For the first time in this series, we've placed in the war zone Shunt to worry for opponents, the phenomenal pushing power, and Matilda, and a worry for us and you and everyone, she has no self-control whatsoever.
Roboteers, stand by.
Rarely chaotic. George Francis at the controls of Chaos 2 and Marlon Pritchard with X-Terminator.
2, 1. Activate.
Style of Chaos 2 to go straight onto the attack, and it's done so again! Slamming into X-Terminator, that is 99 kilos of robot! Chaos 2 has just tossed simply into the air. Look at this! Bang! Slam! X-Terminator can right itself, thankfully, using the side prods there, and also the axe weaponry. Chaos 2, another little flip, using the fire extinguisher powered CO2 flipper, which seems to me to be in some trouble now. Can they close that flipper down? George Francis frantically trying. I don't think he can. I think it's stuck. And X-Terminator has sensed something is wrong here with the all-powerful Chaos 2. And the axe weapon of X-Terminator has got a hold on Chaos 2. And George Francis basically here, well, basically, as Robot Wars Tactics will tell you, is running away. That's what he's doing. George Francis, he comes back on the attack, but he knows he's got to stay out of trouble. I think the weapon... No, it's not. It's not in position. Now is it, I wonder? It's come down, but the X-Terminator boys know they've got a real chance here. Chaos 2 flipping X-Terminator over again in fine style, so the weapon's okay now. It did jam. Has it jammed again? The crowd know where they want X-Terminator to go. This is Shunt with the bulldozer. I wonder if X-Terminator here is immobilized. Shunt pushing this giant of a robot across the war zone floor. The ref bot having a check. X-Terminator, what a bright start, and Chaos 2 was wobbling, it was on the ropes, but I think X-Terminator is counted out. What a shame. Matilda can come and have some fun, and Shunt as well. Well, it doesn't matter that it's self-righted now because it has been counted out by the ref bot. The contest is over. Chaos 2, just to add insult to injury, has flipped X-Terminator into the flywheel of Matilda. Look at this. And look at the pieces literally being ripped away from the frame of X-Terminator there. Torn apart. The aluminium shell of X-Terminator. They know they're a beaten team. He was worried, George Francis, let me tell you.
X-Terminator immobilised, given the red card by RefBot. X-Terminator, exterminated. Chaos 2 go through! 2 times winners of the British Championship. You never seem to lose a fight.
Well, nearly lost that one. Something wrong with the exhaust valve there. The flipper got stuck up.
You are the All-Stars All-Star at the moment. You can go all the way in this competition.
Well, have to see. Got to fix it first.
I've never, ever seen you lose a fight yet. Well, congratulations. You're through to the next round. Let's hear it for Chaos 2!
From Bramford, Ipswich, Chaos 2.
Taking up the challenge of 2 against 1, the winner of Series 4, the winners of Series 3. Bigger rams than before, they kick harder, the flipper has more push and power. Truly chaotic.
From Holland, Roboteers, stand by.
The Low Countries competitors, Alien Destructor from Holland and Philippa from Belgium. Kees Seeking and Frank Laan, the Dutch team. And Philippe Nancy and Sam Popé from Belgium. And Chaos 2 with George Francis, the reigning British champion. And of course, they competed against two house robots, Shunt with the piercing axe and the bulldozer ram, and Dead Metal with the scorpion pincers. The ref bot shows the green light, and Chaos 2 immediately does battle with Philippa. Oh, and tosses 99.9 kilos straight into the air. Alien Destructor spinning in the background. Philippa comes back on the attack. Chaos 2 looking to raise that CO2-powered pneumatic flipper, and again taking on Philippa. Taking on one at a time here. Chaos 2, great frontal assault. Look at that for power. And the silver fish goes swimming in the big pool of Robot Wars Extreme against the big fish. Chaos 2, a shark amongst robots. But the Alien Destructor is a reminder of what the Netherlands can do. There goes Philippa. And also the Alien Destructor, which can run either way up. Bottom has the same shape as a skeleton. What's Dead Metal doing in there? Shouldn't really come in at that stage, I wouldn't have thought. Refbot, have a word. Chaos 2 being nudged around by Philippa. Maybe Dead Metal there is just saying, hang on, 2 against 1, I'll even up the score. But George Francis and Chaos 2, I don't think will probably need any help. There goes Philippa. Look at the great gash underneath there in Philippa. A huge, great ravine cut out of the bottom of Philippa. There's bits of metal all over the arena floor now. Chaos 2, just beyond the great steam vent. That's Philippa turned turtle. Bent and crumpled. Alien Destructor seems almost welded on there. Philippa, well, that's what Nancy Popé wanted to show. The Streamec, the self-righting mechanism, but the Refbot is counting out here. The Belgian machine. They're immobilised. There's the red card. So the Popés are popped off and away and out of this international crunch match, leaving just the Alien Destructor seats and Philippa to be destroyed. But for me, Chaos 2, the winner's there.
What a brilliant battle. Philippa counted out. Alien Destructor and Chaos 2 going to the judges. Hey, let's see some highlights.
Well, Chaos 2 flipping Philippa and the Alien Destructor and gaining points for aggression, style, control and damage caused, of course. And again, the Alien went over. That's why I give it to Chaos 2. Look at the power on the assault against Philippa.
Well, the judges have made their decision. And they've gone for Chaos 2! George.
Oh, great fight, really great. A great bunch, they really are.
They're catching up with us.
Oh, next year, maybe.
I tell you, it'll be like the World Cup soon, the European Cup. We'll be losing everything. I can tell it, I can tell. Ladies and gentlemen, please, George Francis and the awesome, the mighty Chaos 2!
Phew, I've only got 2 to talk about here, that's good. The flippers of Wheelie Big Cheese against Chaos 2, first up in the All-Stars Tournament quarterfinals.
Well, Jonathan, I'm in the pit. It's Chaos 2 up against Wheelie Big Cheese. Chaos 2, have you fought them before?
We've not fought this incarnation of the robot. We fought the original Big Cheese.
Little Flipper against Big Flipper, how do you rate your chances?
It's a very good robot, so it'll be a tough fight, but we'll do our best.
Get in that arena.
From Bradford, Ipswich, Chaos 2.
The CO2 flipper is one of the most powerful we've ever seen. It's now improved at 20 miles an hour. Chaos is quicker than the cheese. It's 16 kilos lighter, and they could be in trouble if their opponents get in and underneath them.
Roboteers, stand by.
Chaos 2, the reigning British robot champion, with George Francis, Ian Swan and his son Richard, the teammates. And Wheelie Big Cheese, another superb competitor, It's Roger Plant's creation. Big Murray Wharf with him there. Just to make things spicier, we've thrown in 2 house robots, Dead Metal with the pincer and the saw, and alongside him, Shunt with the diamond-edged axe, the scoop, and the great pushing power. This should be a thriller. Immediately Chaos 2, bumping underneath Wheelie Big Cheese. Goes for another run, Chaos 2, to try and get in under Wheelie Big Cheese. Simply bounces away. The ground clearance of Chaos 2, 0.01 of a centimetre, very low. But Wheelie Big Cheese needs to get on the attack, try and get in underneath. And at the moment, it's Chaos 2 and George Francis, the reigning British champions, won the last 2 series of Robot Wars in the main event, doing all the attacking work here. Again, just tossing Wheelie Big Cheese up in the air. I think that's easy to do. The cheese weighs 99 kilograms. Just think about that. It's 1 metre 32 long. It's nearly a metre wide. It's huge. And in come the house robots now. Shunt and Dead Metal pushing away. The hydraulically powered lifting flipper again opens and closes. Wheelie Big Cheese like a great bird's beak. Chaos 2 underneath that beak. For me, George Francis is on top in this battle. The cheese backing away. See the studs, the spikes on the wheels there to give extra traction, but you can't get traction if you're being thrown through the air, Roger Plant. Now they can nudge back on Chaos 2. Close encounters of the robot kind. This is tight, isn't it? But I think so far Chaos 2 are on top. The place in the All-Star semi-finals at stake, and we're into the last 10 seconds, so it could well go to a judge's decision. They'll decide on style, control, damage, and aggression any second now. It'll go to the judges. Competitive, but I thought they were both a little nervy.
A very inconclusive fight. We're going to have to ask the judges on that one. Well, they're making up their minds. Let's have a look at the highlights of that battle.
Well, Chaos 2 are certainly the early aggressors, but they didn't cause great damage. Wheelie Big Cheese, very solid, bouncing down, backing on to Chaos 2. Not great style and control there then, nor from Chaos. Opened itself up for an attack. Chaos 2 the more aggressive. That might just swing it, might.
And the judges have made their decision. It's unanimous. They've gone for the 2-time British champions, Chaos 2! Well, I thought you were trying to get him out of the arena, but he just seemed too heavy.
Yeah, the gas belt was getting a bit cold as well.
Was it?
So losing a little bit of power, but came back towards the end.
Well, they must hate you. You fought them before and beat them, beat them before, haven't you?
Beaten them now, yeah.
So is it all going to plan so far?
So far, so good, yeah.
All that power has got you through to the All-Stars semi-final. Raise the roof for Chaos 2!
Okay, folks, settle down, settle down, settle down. This is it. And I think you know what's coming. Stand well away from the war zone, everybody. Because at last, right here, right now, for you lucky people, it's our Flipper Frenzy! Time to find out if robots can fly. And while they let it flip, you let it rip for Chaos 2! Wheelie Big Cheese! Thermidor! And Bigger Brother!
Think you can be successful? Don't forget, there's many a flip, twixt cup and lip, and we have house robots in there, like the heavyweight Matilda with the tusks and the flywheel, and alongside Matilda and fighting for a Sergeant Bash. Watch for its flamethrower, but what a battle of the flippers we have ahead here.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
So, who has the bigger flipper? Chaos 2, top of the picture. Thermidor goes in for, well, a tentative look, nothing more. Out comes Bash. Thermidor gets the first flip in on Bash, who retreats away to fight another day and is toppled. Look at this, Thermidor straight in. Up goes the flipper. Bash flies. Chaos 2 wanted some of the action, and Bigger Brother 2 for that matter. And there goes Bash, toppled by Bigger Brother. Already we can see the power of these pneumatic flippers. This is Wheelie Big Cheese, under pressure from Matilda, and takes a bit of a bash. Wheelie Big Cheese, got those little spikes on the wheels. That's the end of Bash. Wheelie Big Cheese now, under pressure from Matilda there on the arena sidewalk. And Chaos 2 slamming into the pit release button. You can hear the siren activated. There's something strange going on, you know, out there. All the robots are attacking the house robots. No one's having a go at each other. Is this some sort of conspiracy against our machines? You dastardly competitors, you. This is not in the rules of house roboteering. I'm sure our poor robots. Bash, look, they're ganging up on him. Killalot, remember this. This is Chaos 2. Flipping your friend. It's a flipping frenzy out there, and that's what we wanted. Chaos 2 with George Francis and Bigger Brother, with Ian Watts at the controls and Joe Watts, the weapon operator's only 8, combining to send Bash up into the air and crashing down into the CPZ. Now they're after the flamethrower. They want to put Bash out of business for all time, I think. Bash into the CPZ and in trouble as the flamethrower's it come off, I wonder. I think the flamethrower has been discombobulated in the corner. The ref bot comes in and says, hang on, I've had enough of this. What's going on? This is terrible teamwork against our boys. Matilda wants a little bit of revenge. Thermidor gets out of the way. Matilda, oh, is there a tear? I think there's a tear for Bash. Is there something going on between Matilda and Bash that we need to know about? We'll find out in the pits maybe a little bit later on. George Francis in there. And Thermidor, the Thermidor team, look at this. With a little flip, not on Matilda, but on Chaos 2. Chaos 2 is overturned. George Francis may smile. And Thermidor 2, at long last, has taken on one of the other competitors here. Now dodge that flywheel of Matilda. Thermidor 2, taking on Matilda's tusks. That's better. Wheelie Big Cheese is out of it. I think immobilised top left. Only Thermidor's left to fight here. It's a wearying contest. Too much use of the flipper can leave you tired and drained, obviously. Oh, and one last onslaught. Thermidor is the winner of this. Matilda left alone for the house robots. Well done, Thermidor.
Well, the flipping frenzy turns into flipping carnage, with all the house robots taking a flipping bashing. Let's hear it for the mighty flippers! It was supposed to be a test of who had the mightiest flipper in Robot Wars, and they just all ganged up on the house robots.
Well, put that many flippers in the ring at once, what do you expect? I want to be the first to get a house robot over the fence. Didn't quite make it.
You were quite close, though, weren't you?
We were trying hard. We wanted...
I thought... Hey, come here. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at them. Okay, poor losers indeed. Now go back to your toys.
Well, Craig, they seem more than ready, but that's probably because they are the reigning champions. Hello, Chaos 2.
Hello there.
You've fought Tornado before, haven't you?
Yes, we threw them out of the arena last year.
Right out of the arena?
Yes.
George, what happened?
Semi-finals last year. And after throwing them around a bit, they were sort of left perched up on the fence. And Ian said, that's it, with one, leave them there. And I thought, no, and just had to throw them over. It's too tempting a target.
He's a meanie, isn't he?
He is, yes.
But this is Robot Wars Extreme, and they are carrying that extra weight. Do you think the same thing could happen again?
They've improved an enormous amount over the year. They're really quite a formidable opponent now, so don't know.
Weapon this year, they've got a big disc on the back.
Don't forget the last fight, young man. Stay confident. You could do it. Now let's see if Tornado remember that fight as fondly.
Roboteers, stand by.
Chaos 2, reigning British champion with George Francis at the controls. Thumbs up from him, Ian and Richard Swan there with him. And Tornado, driven by Andrew Marchant, robot foreman David Gamble, the weapon operator Brian Moss. Our house robots, Dead Metal in the arena there. And fighting our cause, the bull-nosed, lion-hearted Shunt.
3, 2, 1.
Tornado on the right, Chaos on the left-hand side. Oh! Chaos 2 has flipped itself! Up and over! Well, they came in there with an attack that was too premature and not judged. A rare mistake by George Francis, and Shunt is out after the kill, and Tornado senses that perhaps an upset victory could be on the cards here and a place in the All-Stars final. Tornado has his fan club. I must admit, I've been a growing fan here on the evidence of what we've seen in Extreme so far. And George Francis on the back foot throughout this semi-final because of that early mistake. They came in, they mistimed the flipper, and all of a sudden, he's got work to do here to gain points back if it should go to a judges. Is that flipper stuck open now? We've seen it before. When it gets stuck, there could be problems. No, I think they're okay. But Tornado once again doing the pushing, and don't forget, this time around, Tornado has that blade in front, that circular drum saw. Chaos 2 with a great flip. Tornado's up and over. It's invertible. Come on, both ways up. Driving Chaos 2 back into the CPZ again. In comes Dead Metal with the pincers. It's got Chaos 2 in its grip. Chaos 2 trying to flip and get out of that CPZ. Tremendous battle. Down comes the saw here of Dead Metal. Onto the flipper of Chaos 2. A concerted effort by Tornado to get in underneath there. Look, trying to rip the heart out of Chaos 2. Staying out of the way of Dead Metal and also shut the red fog. You just saw having a glance. Chaos 2 in real trouble here. Could this be a first ever defeat for Chaos 2? This version of George Francis's veteran machine trying to get it away and out of danger. Tornado on the attack. They can sense victory here. They're after Chaos 2. Hunting, harrying, chasing into the CPZ. Good tactics there by Tornado. Oh, Dead Metal's got the wrong one. I don't think he should have been able to do that because Chaos 2 was forced into the CPZ by Tornado. Dead Metal got the wrong robot. They should have attacked Chaos 2. Well, that is very interesting because the whole tide could be turned now with Tornado up on its side. The Rev Pod is going in to have a look and see what he can do. And Tornado unfairly pinned onto the arena sidewall. No, this is not right. Shunt is going in there and having a go at Tornado. Very much on top here. The Rev Pod quite rightly seeing what he can do here, almost to right Tornado, I would have said, and right or wrong, it was a wrong. And that's quite correct. Well done, the referee. And Tornado back in play. Ooh, they don't like that, but it's correct. It was a good decision. Chaos 2, though, senses perhaps it could have turned things round here. There was the flip on Tornado. Look at the dents, the scratches. The damage caused to Chaos 2. I don't think George Francis has ever been in a battle like this. Tornado on the drive again. They've recovered their senses. In underneath. Piggyback for Chaos 2 against the arena wall. They're up on top of Tornado now. It is relentless, Tornado. It drives, turns, drives again. Push, shove, brilliant stuff. It'll go to the judges. He's a worried man. Tornado, have they won it? Goodness me, what a performance. Let's have a look at it again. Chaos 2, mistiming the initial onslaught. Tornado immediately on the counter-attack. That was the story of the early stages. All Tornado. The occasional flip by Chaos 2. Then Tornado pushed Chaos into the CPZ. Good style and control. Chaos 2 got out, was pushed back in again. But Dead Metal then wrongly attacked Tornado. And I wonder if that took the impetus out of Tornado from then on in. And it made the fight more close than it might perhaps have been. This is going to be a very close decision for the judges.
Well, the judges have made their decision. Remember, they're looking at style, control, damage, and aggression. This one's a turn-up for the books. They've gone for Tornado! Come on here, guys. What an absolutely amazing fight. Isn't that a powerful robot?
Really good, yeah.
I tell you what, you sustained a lot of your damage, though, after Tornado had been stuck up on the rails for a while.
Oh, yes, if those house robots had been out of the way, I'd have put him over the fence. But...
Yeah, but what the judges have said was because Tornado pushed you into the CPZ, and then the robot started attacking them, which wasn't really fair.
Yeah.
So then they got back on their wheels again.
All got a bit mixed up in there, didn't it?
Oh, it was a melee.
Yep.
How'd you feel?
All right, no problem.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure we'll see you again, won't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Cheer!
Yeah.
Hey, raise the roof for Chaos 2! Yes! Yes!
From Bradford, Ipswich, Chaos 2. From Huntingdon, Tornado.
This is a grudge match. This is a challenge belt challenge. It's all in one. Our house robots in the arena. Dead metal at 112 kilos, heavy and powerful. And alongside, Shunt, 105 kilos, slightly lighter but no less powerful with the push.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Another terrific battle in prospect between these two mighty robots. And again, Tornado with a push. Chaos 2 back in that CPZ again. This is where it got into trouble in the All-Stars semi-final, Chaos 2. Out to prowl, though, this time. Patched up a little bit, perhaps, dented and bruised. But fierce once again. Tornado is simply relentless. And what can George Francis do here? He hasn't managed to use the flipper against Tornado, but he does against Shunt. Oi, get off my back, Shunt, he's saying here. Look at this. You're nagging me. Get out of my face, man. Shunt on the side and almost out of the arena. Chaos 2, side by side with Tornado. That's good driving by Tornado. But you see, Chaos 2 can flip, but Tornado's invertible. Can be flipped and still rolling. Still menacing. Still on the attack. We want to get side on because there you can see the drum here, the circular sort of drum saw can eat away at the side of Chaos 2. Chaos 2 does not want to be caught broadside. Dead metal comes out of the CPZ. Are we heading for another defeat here for Chaos 2? Are we heading for a new chapter in the history of Robot Wars? A new hierarchy to be created because Chaos 2 is in trouble again. Shunt with a bulldozer and the axe. No great damage caused though to Chaos 2. Well armoured. George Francis trying to get them out of the CPZ and go on the attack because he knows his time is ticking away here. If it goes to a judge, they are behind. In this challenge belt match. The belt is held by Tornado, of course. They have one belt for all time. There's a little flip from Chaos 2, but it's on a house robot. It is not against Tornado. They can push Shunt around all they want to. It's splendid to see. Look at this. In underneath, the CO2 pneumatic flipper. It is one of the most powerful in Robot Wars. But we have seen a vulnerability about Chaos 2 this time. The Robo-Ref going in to have a look at Shunt to make sure he's okay. Once again, Chaos 2 attacking Shunt. Tornado, meanwhile, is out of trouble, out of range, holding its distance. This is all very splendid for George Francis, but I'm not too sure if he's point scoring here. Where is Tornado while all this is going on? He's aggressive. Chaos 2 being aggressive, but almost suicidally so, because look, Dead Metal Saw is in there. And again, Tornado more restrained and controlled. Now with a nudge on Dead Metal, trying to help Chaos 2 out, perhaps. Brothers in time of need. Andrew Marchant at the controls. Brian Moss, the weapon operator with the long hair. Tornado spins away. And it's Chaos 2 being counted out again by the ref bot. A flip or two. The flipping heck. Chaos 2 has been beaten again. That is sensational. Well, the king is dead. Long live the king, perhaps. Chaos 2. Cease. Will it ever be as strong again? George, what's happened? Flipped in the air, Chaos 2. The reigning British champion in Extreme has found its match in Tornado.
Well, that's a turner for the books. Chaos 2, winner of the Fourth Wars. They wanted the Extreme Challenge belt, but they're not going to get it because the winners are Tornado! You wanted the Extreme Challenge.
Oh, worth a go, yeah.
You wanted the belt.
Yep, unexpected opportunity to be here to do this. Had a good go anyway. They're a much better robot.
They're very strong,
very
aren't they?
Strong, yeah.
You know.
But did you see the way I fought back even when one wheel got stuck?
You were like a wounded animal in the corner, but you still fought back. You know,
That's it.
You said there's nothing more scary than a wounded animal, and you sorted out Shunt, didn't you?
That's it.
Put him on his side.
Yep.
But, George, you're not used to defeat, really. You're taking it very well.
Well, happens occasionally.
Happens occasionally, but thank God, not that often for Chaos 2, eh?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for George Francis and Chaos 2!
That's right, Jules. 4 heats, 2 semi-finals and the final. And in this first heat, Chaos 2, it's dominated the British roboteering scene. Manta, they drive that around their neighbourhood in the States at 20 miles an hour. Mastiff took 6 months to build in Italy. And Ansgar, that's the German team's first ever robot.
I'm in the pits with the World Championship contenders, and of course, representing the UK is Chaos 2, the reigning champions. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Have you checked out the opposition yet?
We haven't seen any of them running yet, but Manta looks quite dangerous.
What is it about them that you don't like?
Very low to the ground and a nice big spinning weapon on the front. Looks nasty.
We have faith, Chaos 2.
From the United Kingdom, Chaos 2.
First to enter the arena and carrying British hopes, Chaos 2. Twice a British champion, but flopped in the last World Championships. Quickest in this heat at up to 20 miles an hour. The CO2 power flippers, highly potent. George Francis at the controls is one of the world's best.
Roboteers, stand by.
Battling against each other and our house robots like Sir Killalot. Seemingly invincible, it is! And alongside him, Sergeant Bash with that flamethrower and the pincers.
3, 2, 1.
So it's Britain against the States, against Italy, against Germany, and immediately Chaos 2 on the attack and throwing Mastiff over. Oh, look at that, though! It's self-righted immediately. That's Ansgar defending against Manta with a circular storm once again. Chaos 2 tries to flip Mastiff, the first fighting machine ever to come out of Italy, and well designed, but it's hit the pit release button there, top of the picture. You heard the siren, the pit is descending. One of these robots could go into it now, and Chaos 2 trying to nudge Mastiff towards that pit, and Chaos 2 have driven themselves in. Oh, what a major surprise! One of the favourites for the World Championships, they're out. Chaos 2 flopped in the heat in the previous World Championships, and they've gone again, and so's the Mastiff. They're in as well. Which leaves just the two. A major surprise here. Manta of the United States of America, Ansgar of Germany, and it looks as if it's going to be Manta all the way. The team have been friends for 10 years, Jeff Chesnick, Billy Bowden and Chris Tyson, and they've nudged Ansgar onto the angle grinder at the side there of the arena, pushing it along the side wall onto the flame pit. The crowd clearly think Manta here are on top, and they are. And Ansgar are being counted out, immobilised. The ref bot counts them down. This is an absolute stunner in the first heat of the World Championships. Manta go through to the semi-finals. What about that?
Ansgar, a lot of damage. He didn't really stand a chance.
No, we didn't have a chance, but it's a lot of fun to be here, and so it's okay.
Chaos 2. What happened there? I mean, many tipped you as favourites to be the new world champions.
I'm going to buy him a Davy lamp for his birthday. We're going to mine him next time.
You committed suicide.
Unintentional.
You just should have drove into the pits.
I was trying to show off, I think. I was trying to tip the other one in the pits and missed it.